Let me take you back to a small coastal town in southern India, where the waves of the Bay of Bengal whisper stories of dreams and determination. It was here, in the humble town of Rameswaram, that a young boy named Avul Pakir Jainulabdin Abdul Kalam, whom the world would later know as the Missile Man of India, was born. His story is not just about rockets and science, it's about the fire of ambition that burns within every ordinary person waiting to be ignited. Abdul Kalam's childhood was far from luxurious. His father, Jainulabdin, was a boat owner and an imam at the local mosque, while his mother, Ashiamma, was a homemaker. The family lived a simple life, but they were rich in values, hard work, honesty, and compassion. Kalam often recalls how his father would tell him stories of the Prophet Muhammad, emphasizing the importance of knowledge and perseverance. These early lessons would shape the man he would become. Young Kalam was curious and bright, but his journey wasn't without challenges. He sold newspapers to support his family, waking up at dawn to distribute them before heading to school. Yet, even in those early days, he had a spark, a fascination with the mysteries of the universe. He would spend hours watching the seagulls soar above the ocean, dreaming of flight. Little did he know those dreams would one day take him to the stars. Kalam's academic journey was marked by determination. He studied physics at St. Joseph's College in Tiruchirappalli and later aerospace engineering at the Madras Institute of Technology. It was here that he faced one of his first major tests. When his project on designing a low-altitude aircraft was rejected, he didn't give up. Instead, he worked tirelessly, pouring his heart into the task until he succeeded. This resilience would become a hallmark of his life. But Kalam's story isn't just about personal success. It's about the power of dreams and the belief that no goal is too big if you're willing to work for it. As he often said, dreams are not what you see in sleep. They are the things that don't let you sleep. And so the young boy from Rameswaram began his journey, a journey that would take him from the shores of his hometown to the pinnacle of India's scientific achievements. But this was just the beginning. Part 2: Early Career and the Space Program. As Abdul Kalam stepped into the world of science and technology, he carried with him the lessons of his childhood: hard work, humility, and an unyielding belief in the power of dreams. His first major breakthrough came when he joined the Indian Committee for Space Research, which later became the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. Here, under the guidance of the legendary Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, Kalam began to shape his destiny. Imagine this: a young engineer fresh out of college, working on projects that would one day launch India into the space age. Kalam's first assignment was to design a hovercraft, a vehicle that could glide above the ground. It was a challenging task, but Kalam's determination and innovative thinking led to its successful creation. This early success was a sign of the greatness that lay ahead. Kalam's work at ISRO was nothing short of revolutionary. He played a key role in the development of India's first satellite launch vehicle, the SLV-3. This project was a turning point, not just for Kalam, but for the entire nation. On July 18th, 1980, when the SLV-3 successfully launched the Rohini satellite into orbit, India joined the elite club of spacefaring nations. It was a moment of immense pride, and Kalam's contributions were at the heart of it. But Kalam's journey wasn't without setbacks. The SLV-3 project faced numerous failures before achieving success. Kalam often spoke about how these failures taught him invaluable lessons. He believed that failure was not the opposite of success, but a stepping stone toward it. His ability to learn from mistakes and keep moving forward became one of his defining traits. During his time at ISRO, Kalam also developed a deep sense of purpose. He wasn't just building rockets, he was building a vision for India's future. He believed that science and technology could transform the nation, lifting millions out of poverty and ignorance. This vision would guide him throughout his career. Kalam's work at ISRO caught the attention of the Indian government, and soon he was called upon to lead one of the most ambitious projects in the nation's history, the development of India's missile program. This was a daunting task, but Kalam was ready. He knew that this was his chance to serve his country in a way that few could. Part 3: The Missile Man of India. The year was 1983, and India was on the brink of a technological revolution. Abdul Kalam was appointed as the head of the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program, IGMDP, a project that would change the face of India's defense capabilities. This was no ordinary task. It required vision, leadership, and an unshakable belief in the impossible. Kalam assembled a team of brilliant scientists and engineers, many of whom were young and full of passion. Together, they set out to create a series of missiles that would secure India's future. The program included the development of 5 key missiles: Prithvi, Agni, Akash, Trishul, and Nag. Each missile had a specific purpose, from short-range tactical weapons to long-range strategic deterrence. The journey was fraught with challenges, resources were limited, and the team often had to work with outdated equipment. But Kalam's leadership was a beacon of hope. He inspired his team with his unwavering optimism and his ability to find solutions where none seemed to exist. He often said, "You have to dream before your dreams can come true," and he lived by those words every single day. One of the most significant milestones of the IGMDP was the successful test firing of the Agni missile in 1989. The Agni was India's first intermediate-range ballistic missile, capable of carrying nuclear warheads. Its success was a testament to Kalam's vision and the hard work of his team. But for Kalam, it was more than just a technological achievement. It was a symbol of India's self-reliance and determination. Kalam's approach to leadership was unique. He believed in empowering his team and fostering a culture of innovation. He often worked alongside his colleagues, sharing their struggles and celebrating their successes. His humility and dedication earned him the respect and admiration of everyone who worked with him. But Kalam's journey wasn't just about missiles and technology, it was about the people behind the science. He often spoke about the importance of teamwork and the role of every individual in achieving a common goal. He believed that true success was not measured by personal achievements, but by the impact one had on others. As the years went by, Kalam's contributions to India's defense and space programs earned him the title of the Missile Man of India. But for Kalam, this was never about fame or recognition. It was about serving his country and inspiring future generations to dream big and work hard. His work on the missile program was a turning point in India's history. It not only strengthened the nation's defense capabilities, but also instilled a sense of pride and confidence in its people. Kalam had proven that with determination and innovation, India could achieve anything it set its mind to. And yet, this was only one chapter in the extraordinary life of APJ Abdul Kalam. His journey was far from over, and his next role would take him to the highest office in the land, the Presidency of India. Part 4, The People's President. In 2002, Abdul Kalam's life took a turn that even he might not have fully anticipated. He was nominated as the candidate for the President of India, a role that seemed worlds apart from the laboratories and launch pads he had called home for decades. But for Kalam, this was not just a political appointment. It was an opportunity to connect with the people of India on a deeper level and inspire them to dream of a brighter future. Kalam's presidency was unlike any other. He brought with him the same humility, curiosity, and passion that had defined his scientific career. He often referred to himself as a teacher at heart, and he used his position to ignite the minds of young Indians. He traveled extensively across the country, visiting schools, colleges, and remote villages, speaking to students about the power of education, innovation, and hard work. One of his most cherished initiatives was the PURA program, providing urban amenities in rural areas. Kalam believed that India's true potential could only be realized if its rural population had access to the same opportunities as those in cities. He envisioned a future where technology and infrastructure would bridge the gap between urban and rural India, creating a more equitable society. Kalam's interactions with children were particularly heartwarming. He had a unique ability to connect with young minds, often asking them about their dreams and encouraging them to think big. He would share stories from his own life, emphasizing the importance of perseverance and resilience. His message was simple yet profound. You are unique and you have the power to achieve greatness. But Kalam's presidency was not without its challenges. As a scientist thrust into the world of politics, he had to navigate complex issues and make difficult decisions. Yet he remained steadfast in his commitment to integrity and transparency. He believed that leadership was not about power, but about service, and he lived by that principle every day. One of the most memorable moments of his presidency came during his farewell speech in 2007. As he prepared to leave office, Kalam spoke not of his achievements, but of his hopes for India's future. He urged the nation to embrace innovation, education, and compassion, and to work together to build a better tomorrow. His words resonated deeply with millions, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of the people. Kalam's time as president was a testament to his belief in the potential of every individual. He saw himself not as a ruler, but as a servant of the people, and his actions reflected that philosophy. Whether he was meeting world leaders or speaking to a group of school children, he treated everyone with the same respect and kindness. And yet, even after his presidency, Kalam's work was far from over. He returned to his first love, teaching and inspiring the youth. He continued to write, speak, and share his vision for India, always striving to make a difference in the lives of others. Kalam's journey from a small town in Rameswaram to the highest office in the land is a story of hope, perseverance, and unwavering faith in the power of dreams. But it is also a reminder that true greatness lies not in titles or achievements, but in the impact we have on the world around us. Part 5. Legacy of a Dreamer. Abdul Kalam's life was a tapestry of dreams, determination, and service. Even after his presidency, he remained a beacon of inspiration, tirelessly working to ignite the minds of young Indians. He believed that the future of the nation lay in its youth, and he dedicated the latter part of his life to nurturing their potential. Kalam's days were filled with lectures, interactions, and writing. He authored numerous books, each one a reflection of his thoughts, experiences, and vision for India. In Wings of Fire, his autobiography, he shared not just his journey, but also the lessons he had learned along the way. The book became a source of motivation for countless readers, encouraging them to dream big and work hard. One of Kalam's most enduring messages was the importance of education. He often said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." He envisioned an India where every child, regardless of their background, had access to quality education. He believed that knowledge was the key to unlocking the nation's potential and solving its most pressing challenges. Kalam's interactions with students were filled with warmth and wisdom. He would often ask them, "What is your dream?" and then guide them on how to turn that dream into reality. He encouraged them to embrace failure as a teacher and to never give up on their goals. His words were not just advice, they were a call to action, urging the youth to take charge of their future. In 2015, while delivering a lecture at the Indian Institute of Management Shillong, Kalam collapsed on stage. It was a moment that shocked the nation. He had spent his final moments doing what he loved most, inspiring young minds. His passing was a profound loss, but his legacy continued to shine brightly. Kalam's life was a testament to the power of dreams and the impact one individual can have on the world. He showed us that greatness is not about wealth or fame, but about the difference we make in the lives of others. His journey from a small-town boy to the missile man of India and the people's president is a story that will continue to inspire generations. As we reflect on his life, let us remember his words. Dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform into thoughts, and thoughts result in action. Abdul Kalam's life was a living example of this philosophy, and his legacy is a reminder that each of us has the power to create a better world. And so, the story of APJ Abdul Kalam comes to an end, but his dreams and ideals live on. He was not just a scientist, a leader, or a teacher. He was a dreamer who showed us that the sky is not the limit. It is just the beginning.